Hi everybody, it's Sarah and it's Spirited Saturday, and today's topic is actually about eating in public, and the theme for this week sort of was on the basis of eating normally and normalizing our eating patterns so that we're avoiding food rituals, so that we're avoiding cutting up food into like little tiny pieces, avoiding isolating certain food groups for no really medically sound reason, so that we're avoiding just being eating disordered in general. And I think that normalizing your eating is really, really important, because it takes so much power away from the eating disorder, and I think that's just absolutely crucial. So eating in public. I know that I have a fear of eating in public. I still don't like to do it. I do it a lot. But not fun. I don't like doing it. Why do you need to be able to eat in public though? You need to be able to eat anywhere because you can't starve. And you need to be able to eat whenever your body needs it, regardless of the circumstances. And the more rules that you have in place around your eating, the more, again, the more power that your eating disorder has over you. So if you decide that you're only ever going to eat when you're alone, then your eating disorder robs you of social situations that have eating involved. It robs you of family meals, of parties, of everything, because you can't eat in public. How do you get around doing that? I'm not sure that you do. It's kind of a getting through thing rather than around it. But one of the things that really, really struck me in the documentary Thin was when Polly, I don't know if you've ever seen it, but there was this eating disorder patient, and they did a swimsuit challenge at the beach, and she insisted on taking her towel to the edge of the water with her, and then throwing it back at the sand, and running into the water before anybody could see her body. It was the most bizarre looking thing in the whole world. It was so weird. It was just like, what are you doing? And I kind of had this sort of stroke of insight. Well, if I'm doing the same thing or something similar with my food in public, then I'm actually drawing more attention towards me than if I eat normally. And that's so, so true. When you see someone put ketchup on salad, you kind of do a double take. You're like, whoa, that's kind of weird. But if you see someone put something normal on salad and eat it at a normal pace, you don't think twice. You think, oh, that salad looks good, maybe, but you don't think about the person involved. So a lot of it is just exposure, doing it again and again and again, and to keep at it, because it's really, really important that you don't let your eating disorder isolate you from situations that you could benefit from in so many other ways, because there's a little bit of food involved. So I don't know, I think it's important. One of the things too that's really important to remember is that you can't be partially sick. So if you want to be recovered, you have to go all the way, which means letting go of things like food rituals, which means letting go of fears like eating in public. You can't be partially sick, so you can't choose not to eat in public and be well. It just doesn't make any sense. You can do that for a while, I suppose, but the goal should always be to normalize your eating, and to, if you're going to do recovery, why do it half-assed? Why don't you just do it right and put everything that you have into it? Because A, it's worth it, and B, it's, that's the only way it's ever going to work. And having that work is a lot easier than trying to make an eating disorder work. The other thing too is eating around others is very important because they serve almost as like checks. I know personally I will not binge in front of anybody. That's always something that I do on my own, very privately. So, if you're worried about binging, or if you're worried about certain other things, people can be your checks for you, and you can, your pace, you can watch others, your eating disorder, like your eating behavior, how small bites are you supposed to take, how long are you supposed to chew, and like so on. People around you are the best indicator of that, and if you can't eat in public around them, you lose so much of that really helpful support that just sort of goes unquestioned. And it's kind of the best support that way because you don't have to ask for it. So, it's really important that you can eat in public because you don't want to be partly sick. You can't be partly sick. It's really important to eat in public because there's so many really awesome social situations and social contexts and just social benefits to it, that you don't want to have to let those opportunities go just because of food. And then it's really important because it's just such an amazing resource to help normalize your eating, because people can give you indications of what's normal and what's not, and just sort of provide reassurance that it's possible and that normal people do eat normally, and normal people do eat in a way that, I don't want to say mindlessly because I'm not sure that that's a good way to eat, but they put half as much thought into it as we do. And I think that that's definitely the way to do it. So yeah, see you next week, and I hope everybody has a good week. Take care.